Coach, what did it feel like being back out there here and getting through day one here at fall camp?
It felt like Mother Nature. Wanted to make sure that we're going to be ready for all conditions again this year. And so opened the skies on us, rained, and all those wonderful things in Big Rapids. So first day, we're tested right away with, rain showers and challenging conditions. So our guys did great, though. We had a great practice and just grow from there.
Obviously, you had a chance yesterday to do a lot of those check-in activities, get the guys into camp and prepared. How nice is it to be through that process now and just focus on what takes place here on the field?
Yeah, we had a lot of guys out there. Seems like, guys have been locked in, and all the things they need to do to be prepared to be out there and be ready to practice. And so it's a great practice, Everybody's there early and ready to roll. And so it's exciting. It's obviously an exciting time for everybody who loves football in this nation, which I feel sometimes is like 98% of our population. So it's an exciting time. Our guys, they've worked hard in preparation for this season, and so we'll see what happens.
What'd you like the most, maybe here from day one, and what you saw out of the guys here today on the field?
Well, truthfully, we ran a script today that we ran completely in one of our games, okay? So nobody does that in their first day. So we're tuned in to a system, and our guys can execute the system. We had some mental mistakes, but for the most part, we've got guys that really know what we're doing, and so that helps, having last year in all team periods, we rotated 4 quarterbacks throughout the season. Well, 3 of those guys are back, so all 3 of those guys could execute all the plays, and so that helps. And then you got C.J. Jefferson and Marcus Taylor who are returning slots, and you got Tyrese Hunt Thompson and Xavier Wade and Brandon Childress who are returning receivers amongst other guys, and so it really helps us to be able to execute at a higher level and make sure that we can throw a lot at them early, because a lot of times you kind of get to some real general things the first day, and we kind of threw everything at them early.
How important is it to have some of those veteran guys as you get some of the new kids, the young guys, kind of acclimated to your team and what takes place on the field?
It's everything. Our guys, for some crazy reason, our best guys coach guys that are playing behind them, and potentially those guys can come out and beat them out. And so that's a great part about our culture is everybody's helping one another. And so from an offensive perspective, we had a bunch of running backs coaching each other today. And then from a defensive perspective, we got a lot of guys that know what they're doing on that side of the ball. And, just the interaction, like let's just say like the 7-on-7 period, the DBs just, working to help each other be successful and execute fundamentals and coverage and things like that, pretty critical.
As far as like the quarterback room goes, do you guys have a favorite right now, or is it like still an open competition?
Yeah, Jared is our favorite, but he's playing for the Falcons. So other than that, we'll wait and see.
For sure. As far as the team goes, like obviously I kind of asked them the same question. You guys went really far last year, won the national championship. Does it feel like you have a target on your back at all, or is there anything different going into this year compared to years past?
Yeah, I felt like there's been a target on our back or my back my whole career, and so you just go through it that way, and there's a target on every good team's back, and actually, it really doesn't matter. Really, if you're in the top 25, there's a target on your back. And so there's a lot of teams at all levels that have targets. Really what we want to focus on is, I'm the target on my guy's back, and I want them to be locked in on whatever they need to be locked in to be successful. And that's how I've rolled. Liam called me this morning and said, now don't play mind games with the guys like you did to us, and I just laughed. I said, I don't understand what you're talking about, but I do, test them mentally and make sure they're in preparation for having that target. And so it's just the way we've rolled here for a long time, and we're kind of used to it.
There's some people that left last year. You lost some guys. Like, is there any position groups that you're seeing that are like coming along really well even this early?
Yeah, we're the biggest challenge is offensive line. We had six-year guys that left, so that's going to be the biggest challenge. All the other positions, truthfully, on both sides of the ball, we've got enough guys back where I'm comfortable, but the O-line's going to be the challenge. I love the guys that we got there, so we'll see what happens. But, it's hard in the first couple practices without pads for the O-line to kind of show themselves, because the D-line's coming off the ball without pads like they're going to, kill the O-line. And so it's challenging in regards to that. So we'll see, but I'm confident that we got some good players there that'll perform very well for us.
Finally, Coach, here, I know you mentioned yesterday your 39th season on the field. These guys keep you young, and as you get ready for camp to continue?
Yeah, it's just great. It's the perfect thing to do career-wise, to want to stay young. And so I feel great about it. On Friday night, I had 5 of the guys that played for us last year who are no longer here because they've exhausted their eligibility. And we sat there till 1:48 in the morning, so Saturday morning, just talking. And all 5 of them are like, man, I just wish I could come back. Now they've all got careers and working the real jobs. And they're just thinking about this. And I said, well, come back. You can come to practice on Monday. Nobody's stopping you, And they're like, no, we mean come back and play. So it's an awesome thing. And, you just get such great connections with young people that if you're a coach that's my age and you don't, have the capacity to still stay connected and feel young hanging out with guys, that are 22, 23, 24 years old, then probably you think about doing something else. But for me, man, this is like I'm their age, just hanging out and having a great time. So it's an awesome career.
Coach, thanks for the time, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.